You started Mounjaro with hope. You heard the stories. You saw the before and after photos. But now, your results feel different. Your side effects feel worse. And you're wondering, why is this happening to me, but not to them? You're not broken, you're not failing, and you're definitely not alone. In this video, we'll uncover the real reason Mounjaro feels so different for each person, and what you need to know to stay strong through it all. When people hear about Mounjaro, they often expect a straightforward success story. You take the injection, you eat less, you lose weight. Simple, right? But the truth is, no two journeys are ever the same. Some people lose 10 pounds in the first month, others lose nothing for weeks, then suddenly drop. Some feel energized, others feel drained. Some battle constant nausea, others feel almost nothing. Your body, your hormones, your history, your mindset, they all play a role. Age matters, metabolism matters. Even stress levels and sleep can shape how your body responds. But what makes this hard is that we rarely hear the full picture. Social media shows snapshots, dramatic before and after photos, but not the slow mornings, the setbacks, the self-doubt, and that creates a myth, a quiet pressure that says, if it's not working for me the way it worked for them, something must be wrong. But that's not true. What works for someone else may not work for you in the same way. And that's not failure, it's biology, and it's normal. When people talk about Mounjaro, they often focus on the weight loss. But what's left out, what no one really warns you about, are the side effects that sneak up on you. Maybe you expected a little nausea, but you didn't expect to feel bloated for days. Maybe you were ready for less hunger, but you weren't ready to feel completely disconnected from food. Like even the thought of eating makes your stomach turn. Some people get headaches, some feel dizzy, some struggle with constipation so intense it affects their sleep. Others feel unusually emotional, snapping at loved ones or suddenly crying without knowing why. Then there are the quiet effects, the ones harder to explain. Feeling foggy, feeling flat, feeling like your body isn't quite your own. These side effects don't mean something's wrong with you. They mean your body is adjusting. Mounjaro changes hormone levels. It impacts how your brain processes hunger, reward, and even mood. But here's the key. Just because no one talks about it doesn't mean you're alone. Many people experience side effects. Some are temporary. Some require a dose adjustment. But all of them deserve to be taken seriously, because success isn't just about what you lose. It's also about how you feel while getting there. It starts innocently. You join a support group. You scroll through TikTok. You see a post that says, down 25 pounds in 6 weeks. Another says, no side effects at all. This stuff is magic. And suddenly, your journey starts to feel small. You think, why am I only down 10 pounds? Or why do I feel so tired if everyone else feels amazing? But here's what you don't see. You don't see their starting point. You don't see their blood work. You don't see their metabolism, their stress, their genetics, their support system. You don't see their bad days because they don't post about them. And you certainly don't see how honest they're being. Social media shows the highlights, not the whole story. And when you compare your real, messy, unique journey to someone else's filtered snapshot, it's a setup for frustration. This comparison can lead to anxiety. It can make you doubt yourself. It can even make you want to quit. But here's the truth. Your body isn't failing. It's just doing what it knows how to do, in its own time. In its own way. Weight loss is not a race, and there is no single timeline for success. What matters isn't how fast you go. It's that you keep going. You expected to feel better as the weight came off. And at first, you did. Your clothes fit looser. You started getting compliments. You felt proud. But somewhere along the way, something shifted. You began waking up tired, even after a full night's sleep. You felt low on energy. Your motivation dipped. The excitement that pushed you forward turned into something heavier, like fatigue, frustration, or even sadness. This kind of crash isn't just physical. It's emotional, and it's more common than you think. When you lose weight quickly, your body isn't the only thing that changes. Your brain changes too. Your dopamine levels, the chemicals tied to motivation and reward, may drop. Your routines get disrupted. Your comfort foods are gone. Your identity may even feel different. Suddenly, you're not just adjusting to a new body. You're adjusting to a new version of yourself. And no one prepared you for that. You may feel guilty for struggling. You may think, I should be happy, right? But emotions aren't that simple. You can feel grateful and overwhelmed at the same time. You can feel proud and exhausted. You can celebrate your progress and still mourn what's lost. That doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. And acknowledging the emotional roller coaster is the first step toward managing it. When your doctor prescribes Mounjaro, the focus is often on dosage and weight loss goals. You're told to inject once a week. You might get a pamphlet about nausea or reduced appetite. But so many things get left unsaid. For example, no one explains that the first dose might feel great, and the next one might not. That side effects can hit randomly, even weeks in, or that going up in dose too fast can make everything worse. You might not be told how important protein is for preserving muscle, or that skipping meals, while easy with a suppressed appetite, can actually harm your metabolism. You may not hear that weight loss might pause for weeks, and that's normal, or that rapid changes in your body can mess with your hormones, your cycle, even your mood. Many doctors don't explain what to do if your appetite disappears completely, or if your hair starts thinning, or if you suddenly feel detached from food and joy. Not because they don't care, but because they don't always know. Mounjaro is still new, and much of what we're learning is coming from the people using it, not just from the clinical trials. That's why it's important to advocate for yourself, to ask questions, to track your symptoms, and to remember if something feels off. You're allowed to say it. Your experience matters, and it deserves to be heard. In the middle of all the ups and downs, it's easy to feel lost. One week you feel powerful. The next week, defeated. One day the weight drops. The next, it climbs back up. So how do you stay grounded? How do you keep going when the journey gets messy? It starts with realistic expectations. Mounjaro is not a miracle. It's a tool. And tools only work when paired with habits, support, and self-awareness. Next, focus on how you feel, not just what you weigh. Are you sleeping better? Walking longer? Saying no to mindless eating? That progress counts. Build routines that support your mental health, not just your body. Take walks in nature. Journal your thoughts. Say no to toxic comparison. Eat meals that fuel you, not just shrink you. And don't be afraid to slow down. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to lose weight every week. You just need to keep showing up gently, consistently, with patience. Surround yourself with people who get it. People who remind you that you're more than your weight. And when setbacks come, because they will, remind yourself this. You are still moving forward, even when it feels like you're standing still. You've learned that this journey isn't just about losing weight. It's about understanding your body. It's about facing your habits. And it's about building something that lasts, with or without Mounjaro. So what can you do to stay in control? First, eat enough. That might sound strange on a weight loss journey, but your body needs fuel, especially protein, fiber, and healthy fats, not just to lose weight, but to stay strong, focused, and balanced. Second, move your body, not for punishment, but for power. Walking, light strength training, stretching, these small actions protect your metabolism and your mental health. Third, get support. Whether it's a friend, a doctor, a dietitian, or an online community, you don't have to do this alone. Sharing the ups and downs makes it easier to keep going. And finally, listen to yourself. Track how you feel, not just what you weigh. Celebrate the progress no one sees, like more energy, better sleep, or saying no when you used to give. Because in the end, this isn't just about the number on the scale. It's about feeling stronger, more confident, more alive. Mounjaro might be the beginning, but you are the one who writes the rest of the story. You don't need a perfect journey. You just need a real one. Your wins count. Your struggles matter. And your story, with all its ups and downs, is still worth telling. Mounjaro is a tool, not a miracle. And you are stronger, wiser, and more capable than you think. So keep going, keep learning, and don't let comparisons steal your progress, because the journey is yours, and it's not over yet.